our interface a little bit. If you recall, we took, when the template came in, this is all there was, right? We dragged our file in, and for our movie file, and this is it. We dragged it right over the top, turned white, and we said replace. We've already done that. We're not going to do it this time. If you let it go, it'll say that. So I'm going to put that back up there. It kept our title, but changed the template file that I had in their video file. So that's still there. It's ready to go. So we're gonna just play this by the space bar.
And I said, remember, young, I said, somebody that took this food.
Okay, so I'm gonna just drag that down there, in this case. By the way, if you want, you can just type the letter M and we have a marker. If you double click it, yes, you can name this first. I don't think that's really necessary. You'll see why in a minute. So, but that is possible. To get rid of it, you're going to have to right click it and then just say delete. There we go. Let's put it back. I'm not going to even bother naming it at this point. So here we go. Let's get the first part of this in, and over here to the side I have my Word doc, and I believe he ended up by saying somebody done took this food. They're going to copy, paste it right in there. Not here though, but up here, Command V. Look, it kept all the formatting. It just makes it one long line though. That's the problem. So we're going to have to, this is where we're going to have to do some quick typesetting. So I put the cursor right there, do a little backspace, return. If you wanted to try and fit that in there, you could do the size a little bit, right? Not too much. Because remember, we're going to have to match this all the way down the line. So the next title, like this one is on 90. It shouldn't be too much different in size. Like that shouldn't be like a 50 or something. So you'll know, you'll just have an instinctive feel. So I'm going to play with the space bar.
And I said, remember, young, I said, somebody that took this food. I said,
okay, and then let's just say we wanted to do some more. You could just drag that down and split. Remember how we split? Command B. Make sure it's highlighted, right? And then Command B, right where the playback bar is, scrub bar, right there. That's where it's going to cut. Not going to cut under here. You have to be careful of that. And if you do accidentally do that, just do Command Z, just like before. There we go, we got that cut. And now we have a separate title entirely. You can drag that a little bit. You don't have to.
Shame on them.
So we'll get down to the shame on them. Here's my, you can see how this goes. I'm just going to copy paste in here. And so we've got a little line. Let's see what that does. Let's see what that does up here. Command V. There we go. Oh, it made a big old gap. So let's drag that up a little bit there. And highlight that so we can drag it. You'll be an expert in no time, I promise. This is maybe a little bit wide, but it does match this, so you have to watch out for it. Let's play that through.
I said, it's pretty handful. Shame on them.
Okay, so you get the idea, and you can, even if you like, let's put that right there and drag that back a little bit. I'm going to make a split there. I just want to show you something. So I'm going to drag this out. There's many ways you can do this. You can drag it all the way out and just put it on the pause if you want, and just do Command B and copy and paste, whatever that.
So I told Eve which was the lady.
Okay, so I told Eva May, which was the lady. You don't have to make them this short, by the way. Right, like this. There we go, and then copy and paste that right in there. keeps all the formatting, and look, you can move that around. The dynamic guides are enabled. Tells us where the middle is, nice and neat. Here's our outer guide. You definitely don't want to, like, don't get it much further than that, you know, and definitely, you know, keep it, that'd be the furthest down. So it's just a guide. Okay. Try to keep it to 3 lines is really a lot of text to read. 2 lines is optimal. 1 line is great.
So I told him,
Just let this play through.
shame on them. So I told Eve which was the lady.
And then so on and so forth. We see how that goes. Pretty easy. Copy, paste. Even if you get all that out of there, like this, I just highlighted that and deleted, as you see. Even that's empty, and if you paste something in there, let's see what he says here.
Man's wife.
Let's see here. Look, here's remember the waveforms? Here's a nice pause. Let's see what that is.
Man's wife and thing, but you know, that was after the fact. Those was her people.
Her people. So let's highlight that. And this, a lot of times that'll tell you kind of what you just did. Her people. So let's go down here. Copy. Stay home. All right. Yep. Okay. Where was I? Okay. Anyway, I copied it, now I'm gonna paste it in there. And you can see, look, it kept all the formatting. We still have to do a little typesetting, but you can do it up here. There we go. This maybe Command Z, put that. Don't worry, you will be, it's really pretty fast. Like so. Maybe not that much. Okay, that looks pretty good. And then, yeah, that looks pretty good. So let's play that through.
Was the lady, man's wife and thing, but you know, that was after the fact. Those was her people. That.
And then you can see, this is a good play. You can just look at the pauses. That's a good kind of visual cue. But obviously, it's how it flows and how it works. So that is how you do titling, real quick. And look, and this little link that looks like text lines, that's where you want to be. That's not where you want to be. And that's not where you want to be. That's a completely different thing. It's very fun to use, but not really relative to our project. Okay, so that is how you do the copy and paste and the titling. And also note that you have this one long, beautiful, beautiful, just one clip, and it doesn't have all these things hanging up on it like you had in iMovie. And by the way, if you do have to go back and change anything, you're just going to go back into your iMovie project, right? And just change it, and then what are we going to do? We're just going to do the file share to file, just like we did, and you're just going to make another copy, and this is already set because it keeps the last parameters that you exported, and so on and so forth. And then when you get that, and let's close out iMovie. You can replace this just by putting that other one in there and letting it go. It might not, and all the titles will be saved. They may not match exactly. You might have to go back and kind of do a little tweaking depending on what you did, but that's something you can do. Okay, so that's it for that, and let's stop.